everyone, and welcome to the start of another weekend reading vlog. This weekend is exciting for a few reasons. Let me sit down. I'm feeling like an old woman today. Oh. As I was saying, this weekend is exciting for a few weekends because it is the weekend that Clay and I are celebrating his birthday. His birthday is actually early next week, but it's way more fun to celebrate on during a weekend. So we do have a few birthday things for the next couple days. We're going out to dinner tonight at this cute French place. And really the only thing he requested to do was just watch a bunch of football, which is great for a reader like me because I can read while football is going on. But anyway, without further ado, let's just go ahead and go into the reading plans. So here are my two books I definitely will hope to read this weekend, very much on the same theme. Currently I'm reading The Queens of Fenburn by Kendar Blake, which is the novella series, or the two novellas that exist within the Three Dark Crowns series by Kendar Blake, which, as we all know, I'm obsessed with. I am like 50 pages into this, and this is a little over 200 pages, so I definitely wanted to read this before going into the newly released Two Dark Reigns, which is the third book of this series, and I could not be more excited. I don't know how long this is. 443 pages, so all in all, if I read both of these, it'd be over 500 pages. I hope to read the entirety of this book this weekend. I'm so excited about it, and I just think I'm going to fly through it. If for some reason I do finish both of these books, let me grab The Way of Kings, or rather, Oathbringer, way past Way of Kings, which I feel like a common theme of my videos. I have 200 pages of this. I've read about 250 pages this week, so I could possibly finish this weekend as well, or maybe start another book. But yeah, these are my reading plans. I'm so excited. I'm ready for some dark, eerie atmosphere, some sisterly love and hate and murder and all of those things. Pumped. Right now, Clay is still at work, actually. So I want to get some reading in before he comes home, before we go to dinner, so I have a few hours before then. But first, I need to clean up the apartment. There's just kind of like stuff all around. I bet a lot of you can relate to this, but you know, like throughout the week, things just kind of like accumulate. Like you put one thing in the wrong spot, and then another thing ends up in the wrong spot, and then you just got these random piles of things around. So I'm gonna pick up those random piles and kind of get situated into the weekend, make the bed, you know, all those things. And then I'm gonna read, which I'm pumped about. But right now, I'm gonna clean. Oh, I wanna show you my outfit too. Hold on. Here's one of those said random piles of things that have just accumulated right here. But this is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this t-shirt, which I've shown so much on my channel, but I just love it. It's Wonder Woman and Supergirl on it. I have a blazer over it, wearing some ripped jeans, and my favorite shot machete earrings, which I wear like every day. This is what I wore to work. I work in a pretty casual office environment, which I'm happy about. That's what happens when you work in tech. But yeah, there's another pile I'm about to clean up. So I'm gonna go do that now. Hi everyone, I just finished cleaning up all of my piles that were around the apartment, and Clay just texted me he's on his way home. So in between, I am going to pick up Queens of Fenburn by Kendar Blake and try to get some reading in before Clay arrives and we go to dinner. What time is it? Oh yeah. I got like an hour before I need to go to dinner. So I'm gonna try to read like 100 pages of this or so, but we'll see. Clay might interrupt me. But regardless, I'm going to read now, so I'll check you later. Clay's home and our bike is still in the kitchen. Who knows when we'll get access to the bike storage room in our apartment. Who knows? We're actually about to head to dinner, but I did want to give you a reading update before we did so. I changed my shirt out of my t-shirt. I read 50 pages of The Queens of Fenburn, so I'm exactly halfway through. I'm almost done with the first novella. I'm really liking it. Honestly, it's a really good thing for me to read before reading the third one, because I have forgotten a lot of stuff. And this is the first novella in this like dual little book is like about their childhood and them growing up and the different houses and stuff. So it's given me a really great refresher on not only the sisters, but a lot of the side characters that they're surrounded with. So, and also just a lot of great additional context for the behaviors and the motives of a lot of the characters from the three main books. So I'm actually liking this. I'm usually very not into novellas, but I do think this is worthwhile reading so far. I'm particularly excited for the second one called The Oracle Queen, so hopefully I'll read that tonight. Right, Clay?
Correcto mundo.
So Clay got changed for dinner after he saw what I was wearing and is refusing to change. We obviously cannot go out in public like this. We're also wearing the same color jeans. It's too much. It's too much.
It's my birthday. You gotta change for me.
Oh my god. Starting the night off with steak tartare. Came with a little quail egg. Don't be weird. I got mussels. Clay got a burger. My mussels came with French fries. Incredible. And just like that, we're back home. 1 hour later. And what are we doing, Clay?
Fixing my hair. 9-9.
I'm in pajamas. We got home, I changed the pajamas instantly, and we're gonna watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then we're gonna read. Clay's almost done with Thunderhead, aren't you, Clay?
I am.
You have like 200 pages left.
Yep, and I found out it is not a duology.
No. Oh no.
I thought I was wrapping this one up.
No, you're gonna be left with quite the ending. Can't wait for that to happen.
When's the next one come out?
Hopefully early next year. I don't know, it hasn't been announced yet.
I'm gonna forget everything before that next
I'll
book comes
remind
out.
you. I'll remind you. It'll be great. But for right now, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Also, if someone wants to write their Wikipedia so I can read it later, let's do that.
Okay. Nine-Nine! Hello, everyone. Clay went into the living room after a few episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and now I am gonna pick up Queens of Fenbren again, and maybe try to read another 50 pages before I inevitably definitely fall asleep. And then more reading tomorrow, so I'm gonna get started on this now. Good morning, everyone. I am feeling wonderful this morning. I am here with Matilda. Let me show you. She's underneath this blanket here. Sorry to disturb, cover her back up. But it is a wonderfully gloomy day in Chicago, Brooklyn, and it's supposed to say gloomy all day and all throughout tomorrow, which I could not be more excited for. Clay just left to pick up some coffee for us, as is our weekend tradition. We like to treat ourselves to coffee on Saturdays. Clay is gonna come back and watch football, which is on right now, but I am going to read this morning. I'm gonna finish this and probably start Two Dark Reigns. I ended up reading 50 pages last night before I immediately fell asleep, so I have only like 100 pages left of this book, so I'm gonna quickly just read this morning and then pick up Two Dark Reigns. I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm not usually a huge novella fan, but I actually do feel like this is like adds to the story, gives, you know, useful context. I'm just starting the second one, The Oracle Queen, which is the one I'm especially excited for because that novella is set 500 years in the past and follows kind of a queen that apparently starts this huge massacre and is the reason why they always kill a fourth sister who has oracle powers, and I want to know why. So I'm gonna read this now, drink some coffee, pretend to watch football. Woo! Clay's back with the coffee, still wearing that jean shirt I got him.
What are we eating?
Clay wanted for his birthday wings. Bon appetit. Hi everyone, a quick little update post wing feast. I moved into the bedroom with a cup of coffee and Matilda, who very much wants to take a nap. Hello, hi. To read, I'm going to start Two Dark Reigns because I finished The Queen of Fenburns and read the last novella, The Oracle Queen, which I really, really enjoyed. I felt like it was just diabolical, it was sinister, it was dark. And just to see the background story of that tale that is referenced a lot in the main storyline and how it actually went down, oh man, it was great. I definitely give The Oracle Queen 5 stars, Millie, and I give the first one 4 stars. And now I'm gonna pick up the Two Dark Reigns and try to read a lot of this before I need to film a video, before Clay and I meet up with some friends at a sports bar to, guess what, watch more football. Happy birthday to Clay. But I just want to get as much reading as I can, and I need to film as well before, you know, my night is dedicated to Longhorn football and more fried food. So check you on the flip side. What you looking at, Millie? Matilda. Peekaboo. Alright, quick reading update. I read to page 72. I want to read more. I'm already obsessed with this book so much, but I need to go and film. So I will be coming back to you soon, I promise, book. It's just so good so far. I'm already loving it. And I'm actually very happy I read those novellas before jumping into the third book. Truly, one, because I feel like it gave some great context, but more than that, it reminded me of a lot of characters and a lot of side characters, and I feel like I'm so less confused jumping into a book, because usually when I wait a year between like a newly released sequel or third novel, the first 30-40 pages I'm just like, what is going on? Who are these people? But now I feel really good. I feel very grounded in the story, and so far, so amazing. The story is so dark and so savage, and I love it. And it just has everything that makes it just delicious. Oh, anyway, 72 pages in and I'm already loving it. So I'm hopefully gonna finish it this weekend. We'll keep you posted. But right now, I gotta film. All right, we're all changed and ready to go watch UT play and win. Hopefully, hopefully. So, hopefully I get back in time tonight to read more Two Dark Reigns, because I'm already obsessed. Otherwise, tomorrow is going to be the day where I power through that entire book, I feel like. So, stay tuned. Excited for that. We're in the chaos of Midtown. No longer sweet, quiet Brooklyn, Clay, right?
What's up? Oh. I'm on camera. I haven't put my face on.
Hello everyone and good morning. It's Sunday and it is glorious today. Isn't that right, Matilda? I actually got up early today. So today in New York, it's supposed to be, I think it's like 57 degrees outside right now, hence the sweater, and it's supposed to rain all day. Honestly, peak perfect reading weather. Couldn't ask for a better Sunday. So I actually got up early. I already went out and I got myself a coffee and a bagel. Today is gonna just be the best day ever. I'm gonna light that candle, maybe watch some Bravo, maybe some football, but mostly just read that book. Quick status update of where I am. I'm on page 100 of Two Dark Reigns. I'm loving this book so far. I ended up reading a bit more last night when I got home, but quickly fell asleep. But so far this weekend, I think I've read a little bit over 200 pages between the Queens of Fenburn and Two Dark Reigns, but I plan on getting a huge chunk of the way through this book today, and I'm really excited to just read. This book is really incredible so far, so I'm hype. I'm here. I'm ready for it. So let's get started. First, I'm gonna eat my bagel and my coffee. Yee, Sunday. Quick reading break to edit my video to upload today. Just finished my coffee. Thriving, truly. This is truly an ideal rainy day football situation. I'll check in later once I get more pages in. Candle is lit, obviously. I've read a quick 50 pages of Two Dark Reigns, but now, excuse the mess that is our apartment, it's time for me to make Clay and I lunch. What are we gonna make ourselves today? Noodle bowls. So the key is with making instant ramen at home when you're feeling like having a lazy day is you make it epic by adding fresh ginger, other spices, an egg, garlic. It's like I'm back in college again, everyone. Here's the move, everyone. Ginger, garlic, little rice wine vinegar, some soy sauce, some sriracha. Cook these noodles. It's gonna be delicious. And so bad for me, but delicious. Last step is the egg. And it's done. Ramen perfection. It's an inferno. So while this cools down, I'm gonna clean this up. Hi everyone, just wanted to check in. It's post ramen and I've just been sitting on the couch enjoying this very gloomy weather with Matilda. You ready for her? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, sorry Millie. But I wanted to check in because I have read 100 pages of Two Dark Reigns. I've now passed the 200 page mark and this book is just exceeding my expectations in every way possible. I mean, I already loved the characters, I loved the idea, I loved the plot. I'm already a huge fan of the series, but what this book is doing that previous books had not done is expand the world and the history, learning more about past queens and like past conflicts as well as the mainland has been a really interesting addition to the story, and I think makes the story feel so much larger. In fact, it almost feels like the first 2 books were just an opening to where this world is gonna go next, because I also don't feel like this is the last book of this series. At least I don't think so at this point, 200 pages in. So yeah, loving it. I'm gonna continue to read it throughout today and into tonight, hopefully finishing it today, which shouldn't be too hard because it is literally incredible. I love it. But that's the update. I'm gonna watch some more football. I really need to go to the grocery store, but it's just, I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my energy to go to the grocery store. I just don't know if I'm feeling it. Meh. This is the face of someone who just worked out. Look how gross I look. How do people stay glamorous? It's impossible.
Reagan, you sitting in your happy place?
I love football. I love to pay attention to football. If I pay attention, I mean just read books. And just like that, Matilda, another 50 pages down, and this book is getting even more and more intense. It's so good, Clay. You should read it.
What book is it?
Well, it's a 3rd book to a series. The first one's called 3 Dark Crowns.
This one's called 2 Dark Rains.
Yeah.
Isn't it normally dark when it rains because all the clouds?
Millie, would you have a dark rain? Would you have an evil rain? I think Millie would be a despot. Despot? Despot.
Home Depot.
Clay and I decided to make a good life choice. I got salad and he got a healthy stir fry for dinner. We were gonna get pizza, but then we thought to ourselves, we ate a lot of like wings yesterday. Maybe we should give our bodies healthy fuel instead. Love when Matilda looks at me all offended. Like I've literally just destroyed her entire life. Right, Matilda? Such side eye. Watching the Bears play the Packers. Represent Clay, wearing his Bears hat. Trained him well. This game is going confusingly well. If you're a Bears fan, you know that feeling of just pure and utter disbelief. So I've been taking a bit of a break from my book, 2 Dark Rains, but I'm gonna pick it up again soon. I'm currently on page 300. I'll do an update on this a little bit later tonight before I pick it up to read more, so. Well, we just finished watching the absolute worst loss in Bears history in a long while. My soul is crushed and I think I hate football now. So I'm gonna read more, something that I love, even though this book is super dark and just about death and vengeance and betrayal. Kind of like how I feel. I feel like I'm kind of in that headspace anyway, so it's gonna work. What are you reading, Clay?
Thunderhead.
How far are you?
Page 322.
Oh, you're really far. You're almost done.
Almost done.
Wow. Maybe next reading vlog you'll be done.
I should be done by the end of the week.
That's so exciting. Well, I'm gonna try to read as much as I can before I fall asleep. I unfortunately don't think I'm able to finish it tonight. I got so sidetracked by that football game. But yeah, I am gonna read this. I had a lovely day aside from the football game. Man, it's a real heartbreaker.
Sports are dumb.
I know. I'm sorry too. I feel like I'm rambling on about this, and I bet a lot of you don't care about the Chicago Bears. So I'm sorry that I'm so morose about this, but it just is what it is. I did read 50 pages more of 2 Dark Rains, and guys, this book is literally incredible. I love everything about it. It's expanding the world, the magic system, the sisterly relationship. Everything is so good. And I would recommend reading the novellas before picking up this 3rd book. I think it helped with a lot of context and as a refresher, as well as just additional lore to the story. I think it adds a useful and enlightening layer, if you will. But anyway, I'm gonna read now and wallow a little bit more. Wait, Millie, you having a lay? You ready for bed too?
Millie's a Packers fan, so she's ecstatic.
Yeah, she's like, screw you, Mom. Bears suck. Hi everyone, and welcome to the customary end of the vlog the next day. I said that wrong. Anyway, I wanted to quickly go over all of the books I read this weekend. Clay and I had a really lovely weekend. I loved the weather. It was cooler. It was rainier. I had actually a pretty decent reading weekend, which I'll go over in a second, and we got to hang out with friends, celebrate Clay's birthday, go out on the town a little bit, all of those things. But anyway, let's talk about what I read. So it was strictly a Kendar Blake Three Dark Crowns series weekend. First things first, I read the last 176 pages of the novella novel by Kendar Blake. This is a book that has two novellas. One follows the three sisters as they're very young and are first together and then broken up as they kind of get introduced to their respected households for the first time and that correlate with their powers. I really liked that particular novella because I felt like it gave a lot of great context and understanding to some of the motives of some background characters, but also it served as a wonderful refresher of the sisters going into the third book. But my favorite novella present in this little duology here was The Oracle Queen, which followed a previous queen from 500 years previously, and it's a queen that is referenced quite a bit because ever since this queen's reign, all daughters born with an oracle power are drowned at birth because of this queen and her horrible atrocities she committed as queen. So actually getting an understanding of what happened during her reign was so cool. Hi, Millie. It was completely diabolical. It was full of revenge. It was just like insane. It was absolutely a page turner, and it just kind of leaves you speechless at the end because it just shows how unbelievably up politics are in this world. So after I finished that, which I ended up really liking, I thought these novellas were 100% worth reading. I'm pretty hard on novellas because I normally never read them, or when I do, I'm kind of like, why? But these were great, so I'm gonna give this 5 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up Two Dark Reigns by Kendar Blake, which is the third book in this series. I ended up getting 350 pages of the way through of this book, so not quite finishing, but all in all, it's over 500 pages read for the weekend, so ultimately I am happy with that. This book is incredible. I don't know how Kendar Blake keeps doing it, but each book gets better and better. And the thing that I find so interesting about these stories is that she constantly keeps me guessing with the plot, and I almost feel like I finally know where she's going and like what the plot twist is gonna be, or like where this storyline is gonna end, because how can she introduce a new plot twist here? But then she does, and then my whole world is turned upside down, and she, you know, introduces new storylines and new characters and new ways to think about this world, and it's just great. Something that she's done a lot in this book is introduced more about the mainland, and again integrate more history that we kind of see in the novellas in this novel, which I think just adds so much more richness to this world, because it just shows how long this island has been around and how long this bloodline of queens has been. Again, I love it. It's so dark. It's so freaking dark, and I love it so much. I keep saying the words I love it, but I really, really do. It's so good. Matilda loves it too. Isn't that right, Millie? Just like she loves that bone. Oh yeah, over 500 pages read this past weekend. Such a great series. So excited that the third book came out. Now I have to wait for more books. So, well, I mean, I'm not done yet, so I really hope that there is more books. But that's a story for another day. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you soon with another video soon. Goodbye.